All right, made it up to Woodhull trailhead. 4 guys in the woods. This is, believe it or not, just one man's stuff. That is my bag for comparison. Another sled over here.
There's a guy at Woodhull.
Josh with his bag. So we got 2 guys with bags, 2 guys with sleds. Alright, so we're here at the trailhead. We are going to go to Bear Lake. Right there. We are all the way up here. We're going to travel. This is more or less a road that would normally go over here to Woodhull. Now we're going to tee down. Come over here to Bear Lake. There's a lean-to right there. You can't see. And that's the plan. See how things go. I'm following this literal road. What we're doing is we're trying to find the trail to get down to our campsite. Yeah, there's that. And then but this is definitely not it. Right. Probably about, I don't know, 300 yards after. This is what you're looking for. We are not that far down.
I want to see if you can cross there.
You want me to go first, huh?
Oh, we got to cross somewhere.
Yeah, let's go around. Sled? That's how I got across. With a backpack. With waterproof boots. Don't walk on this. Yeah, don't walk on that. It is so slippery.
Good, Joshy?
Sure. I got monkeys on.
I'm across.
Coming down. Go ahead. Oh, right behind you.
And then the bull. Look at this setup. This is like water tight. Nice.
What a muse.
A few moments later.
Another water crossing.
Wait for me.
So the biggest thing you got to know when you're out here in the real cold, believe it or not, don't overheat. You're gonna end up having to strip layers down and try to make yourself cool off, because if you get any sort of water from sweat, it starts to build up in there. When you stop, it's gonna freeze up. I've pretty much stripped down. I don't even have my other hat on. Took my gloves off. So these pants have little side vents, so I can let some of the heat out that way. she is. We made it.
This is the best angle. It's over there. You can get a better angle. You can see the pitch and you can see the big rock in front of it. Yeah, it's right there.
All right, so after you reach that side right over there, you start following this around all the way. All right, here we go. Brand new looking tool. Some stuff up there to cook with, it looks like.
Freaking beautiful.
Picnic table. Here's what will be the fire pit. What's nice is this big rock will actually push the heat this way and protect it from wind. So definitely a good setup.
Ventilation, like we have that.
We cut this,
And the fire pit.
got this all processed.
We'll leave a little bit.
Josh is starting to
Are you
split some
worried
wood.
about, like, all
This is Lyle's hot tub. He's got, right now he's burning some wood in there. I do that for about, I don't know, well, like a half hour.
Yeah.
Half hour, just get rid of the chemicals.
you need some more?
You can see it's burning everything good.
This is a good find there, Scotty boy.
It's running good.
That was a good one.
And then we got another one getting built over here. That's this guy right here is a special from the garage. He's filling through. How long did this take you to make, Tim?
About 2 hours.
2 hours.
Needs a little bit of work, but for the first run,
Right. This is like your test run
Yep.
for it, right?
trying
Then
to
you'll
prove it
work-
here.
Yeah.
And we'll do a little work once we get back home on it.
Nice. This is what I'm having. He brought the real deal. Me? Tim. Me. Tim.
Now show your pack and take sweat home.
Right. That's why you have so much of that extra weight. All the good food. Alright, so Packet Gourmet. All American Works Burger. Some tortillas. And what you do, this comes all in a package. Comes all in that package. Open it up. Spread it all out. Whatever you want. What do I do with the... Oh, comes with mustard too. And then you heat up water, throw it in there. This is all the work stuff that goes in after. Alright, I finally made it into bed. It's not that late, probably about 10:30, close to 11. So, as you can see, I got this all bundled up around me. I got my down on me. I'm gonna pull that up and over. Those guys over there are all snuggled up in their hot tents with a nice furnace, probably 50 degrees warmer than I am. However, we are trying out these quilts and I want to know if they work. So far, I gotta say I'm warm in here, so. Did I get you? Alright. Good night. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, guys. So, I stayed warm. It was a good night's sleep. There is condensation. Pretty well good and formed for me just breathing in here. This thing here normally holds all my my glasses and phone and things like that. Started to like drip on me. I had to push it back there. So it was completely frozen. Now it's thawed out a little bit, I guess. I don't know how that happened. Got down to, I believe, about 5 degrees last night. Now what you do is, see, I sleep with my stuff right in that little pocket right there. My electronics are in there. Keep my lighter in there just in case. Lip balm. Batteries for the GoPro. What else? Keep my water filter in there so it doesn't freeze up. Otherwise you won't be able to filter water. And then I also usually keep my alcohol fuel in there, but I forgot to put it in there last night. It's 39 o'clock right now, and I slept good. I don't know, I have to catch up. I'm sure the other guys slept real good too. They had to have. They have furnaces in their tents. So, alright, time to get some coffee going. So this is it's my kit. This is how I do all of my food if I don't have a fire ready to go. Sometimes I do it the hammock, but usually I like to actually get up and start stretching around in the morning. Oh, this water is still hot from last night. Slept with it right in my hammock. I slept with this water. Keep it nice and warm so I'd have something in the morning. Already thawed out. Fancy feast. Just it's quiet. Then you look over here. His water is going to be boiled way faster, but it's a little bit heavier. It's loud. So in the morning time when I have my coffee, I prefer a nice quiet morning. Oh, I got myself a boil. Yeah, it worked even in the cold. This little fancy feast works. Still got some burning off. That'll burn off. And
I can't believe my feet got freaking cold with those booties on.
I have no idea how your cold did. I didn't even have these on last night. I had just my socks on.
I'm overlayering.
I think you're just putting on too tight of clothes. Alright. Out there, cold. In here, warm.
Nice and warm.
I'm sitting like right next to this thing. Just having some coffee with Tim. Tim, you said you slept
Oh, I slept great. Yeah.
perfect, right?
Yeah. I turned the heat on for a while, curled up in my bag, and I fell asleep till from 8 o'clock to about 4 in the morning. I got up and peed and back at it again. So this is great.
Yeah, this is a nice little setup. What does this thing do right here?
This is a to-go systems tarp, and it's got like a Mylar backing. So I put it up, it just reflects.
Oh,
the heat
reflects.
down in here.
Yeah,
It
okay.
really works well. Kinda
Yeah, probably just enough room. Really, this is a 2-person tent,
Yeah, it's supposed to be a 2-person.
so it's probably got enough room for maybe 1.5.
Yeah.
You put your stuff in a corner.
Yeah.
If you had all your stuff out, you could probably do 2,
Yeah, I've got a bunch of crap in here. I like to
Yeah.
have food though, so.
right? We are going back to, well, towards the car. Camp another night, and then just have a short little jaunt out in the morning. So, but before I go and pack everything up again, I was just going to show you my setup here. So this is my tarp hammock gear, Cuban fiber, some Dutch gear here to bling it all out. Ties on here, comes down, and then I have my stakes in there. They're probably frozen now. I'll have to dig them out. These are my doors. Right there, my doors. So got it open for right now. This one's tied back right here. And the other side is closed off all the way down here. This is a Dutchware Chameleon 11-foot. It's built out of Argon 1.0. It is excellent. Got a little stretch in it. I put on top. This is my I don't know what they call it. It's by Dutchware. Basically, instead of having a bug net, this is like a sock almost. And it kind of seals it in. And then you've got this little opening right here for your breath to get out. And then I've got this pocket right here. And what's nice, you open it up, and there's all my stuff right there. And there's my hammock inside. This is a 0-degree quilt setup, and it is by Hammock Gear. Primarily all the stuff that I get is usually either by Hammock Gear or Dutchware. And I gotta say, I am happy with the cottage industry for the hammocks. This quilt setup shout out to Hammock Gear. I contacted them. I wanted to get the best deal I could. I knew it was getting close to Black Friday deals, but I also knew I was coming out here. And I wanted to get the best deal, but at the right time. So I just contacted them, and they said, yeah, we'll hook you up. They hooked me up with a 0-degree quilt, and I did do a little overstuff, make sure I was going to be warm. And gosh, I can't remember the exact price, but I know for the whole setup it was under $500. I mean, I think I paid, gosh, I think even less than $400 for the set. And it kept me so warm. It's beautiful. I would highly, highly recommend, if you need a quilt setup, you talk to Hammock Gear. Boy, it just sounds quiet in here. Besides us talking, there's nothing but maybe some trees that crack and pop and from the cold. And other than that, it's just silence. Really enjoy it. So we went back, got the vehicles, put our stuff back in there.
There's all the little stuff in it.
Coffee time with Josh and Grayson and your host, me, the lovely Scott.
It's a rendition of comedians in cars with getting coffee and between two ferns.
That's what the show is. I got mixed up. You're absolutely right. Today's show is sponsored by Seek Outside, quality maker of backpacking titanium stoves. These pros of winter camping or summer camping.
Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
Okay. We can go off that. There are no bugs. That's true.
Pro number 2, no bugs.
Well, easier to find firewood.
Dead deer laying around.
Yeah, random dead deer
Bears.
that are hanging from trees. It's weird.
Bear noises.
Yeah, bears
everywhere.
are less of a hazard and more into winter. You don't have to worry about them. Not that they're really that
Yeah.
bad, but
If they travel south, right?
yeah, they're like birds.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't fly though. I think like that's what the V of the geese are. They'll swoop down. Sometimes they'll pick up the bear.
Quick little shout out. Heat holders. Thank you, Joyce. I wore these last night in my hammock. My feet never got cold. Loved them. Can't wait to put them on again tonight. Going in with my setup. That's Grayson right there. I'll be right tucked in behind him now.
Yeah, let's get something to the bottom.
Joshy Poo right there in our wood pile. Hopefully it'll keep us warm. Right now,
Nice warm in here. Just trying to warm
I am warming up some water so I can enjoy Tuscan beef stew and Italian polenta. Tried this with my wife on my last adventure. Oh, it's perfect. It is great. There it is.
Oh man, my tootsies are warm. Talking about.
Josh got big ogres.
Took them all day. Really?
Look at them
Big
feet.
old feet too.
Look at those feet.
These are wide and hairy though.
See, if Josh had these socks on, he'd be good to go.
Yeah, but I don't because I
But
got
you don't.
flame on.
Dude, your foot is so close to that.
Ow!
I don't want melted skin on that.
Oh, this guy at Abundant Adventures, he's amazing.
He watches videos
Occasionally.
We're gonna hopefully see
He's
some
got
good
really good
water. This is all
finger
the water
traffic.
that's coming through for the morning. Good morning. Nice thing about winter camping with a hot tent is in the morning time you don't have to freeze to get your coffee. Josh stayed up pretty much every 45 minutes, fed that thing. Morning. We were heating up in that thing too much, so we came out here and had coffee time. This morning's topic is what we learned about winter camping thus far. Oh, what is your biggest takeaway, Grayson, for winter camping?
Have enough wood for the wood stove cut properly.
It always has to do with wood.
It's a learning curve with this thing. Now I learned that.
Yeah,
and
that's
the
true.
way to set that up,
The setup of this tent in general is way better this time.
you need 2 people for sure.
Yeah, you need 2 people.
We need 3.
And you need
We'll
a
be doing the work.
bunch of
One will be
tie-outs.
taking a video of it, doing nothing.
Yes. Josh, biggest
biggest
thing
takeaway.
you learned. I know you've got a lot of lessons learned.
Comfort rating of your sleeping quilt. You should always go more comfortable.
To 0, get a -40.
Yeah.
He slept with a -40. He slept with a 20.
That was a 0, wasn't it?
No, he's got a
Oh.
20,
I
dude.
was thinking about getting the 0 UG.
There's yeah, they do have a 0.
Yeah.
But I had a merino wool cocoon sleeping bag liner. Okay, it's supposed to bring your
Yeah,
comfort
they-
rating 5 to 10 degrees
I know.
more.
They don't.
So
However,
you planned for 5 degrees and
Okay.
it came in.
yeah,
If you had a fleece liner, I bet that
Yeah.
would be more.
I definitely think that when you're sleeping on the ground, you should have a sleeping bag. And that's coming from a guy that has a whole bunch of quilts for sleeping in a hammock, and I still use my sleeping bag.
know the trail before you bring your sled.
Oh, that is a good.
Yeah, get
That's a
bigger
good
bag.
one. Yeah. We're done. We made it. 3 of us made it both nights. Tim, you could have made it, but
Love you, Tom.
sorry, buddy. Love you. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Whoa! Oh, fell out that time. This is how you hike. Woo! Look, Mom, no hands or feet. No feet.